Alrighty, take two. I am going to try and get through this video. I don't know that I'm going to be able to make my Twinchies on camera, but I'm going to give you the general idea of what I'm going to do with them. And then I'm going to have to make them off camera just because Levi's having a not great day. And I think, quite honestly, he is feeding off of my energy just because he knows I have a lot going on. But we're going to try and get through this. So what am I doing today? Or what am I going to show you that I'm going to be doing? This is hashtag Twinchy Tuesday, hosted by Jen over at Sassy Southern and Seagirl. Originally brought to the YouTube streets by Janet K over at Sunflowers and Joy. And what are Twinchies, you wonder? Well, let me show you one of my Twinchies I made for the last week. Gosh, can you believe it's already been a week since I've been in California? Doesn't seem like it. Where did time go? Huh. So Twinchies are little 2x2 squares, tiny pieces of art, essentially. And if you watched last week, you know I was playing with rubber stamping fun and a master board that I did my Twinchies on. And then I'm trying to see, I know I have other Twinchies that I've done, but you get the idea. This is another Twinchie that I did. And as you see up here, I just have a whole little bowl of Twinchies. And I love to send Twinchies to all my crafty friends. So if you want a Twinchie, send me an email. And please don't be alarmed if I don't answer your email for a couple of days, because that's just kind of how my life has been lately. I will get back to you, I promise, and I will send you your Twinchie. I promise you. But things are starting to slowly settle down, and summer vacation is fast approaching, and I should have a little bit more downtime very, very soon. So with all of that being said, again, Twinchies are 2x2 tiny pieces of art. So what I'm going to be doing today on mine, and like I said, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I will take a picture of them when they are fully complete, because like I said, Levi is just, I'm pretty sure he's feeding off of my energy. He's been overstimulated the whole day out that my husband had planned for us. It took a lot of patience on my part to just keep him calm. There was a lot of people everywhere we went, just because, I mean, you know, one of the places we went to is a place that a lot of tourists would love to see when they're in the Kingman, Golden Valley, Bullhead City area. So, and it was a small place. So, yeah, so I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to put them together, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys understand. But what I did last night, if you remember in my craft haul, I showed you some Americana fabric that I had. My camera keeps wanting to focus on my coffee, on that crazy rooster that's on my mug. That's what it says, by the way. The older I get, the more I understand why roosters start the day screaming. And that's a Cracker Barrel mug, by the way. Anyways, back to the Twinchies, not coffee. So I cut out some squares last night, and then I, of course, already had my papers cut out for my Twinchies because I pre-cut them ahead of time. And then what I'm trying to do, I want to play with this that I bought at Michael's. This is Glitterific Pop Neon Explosion. I think it was Michael's I bought this. Yeah, it had to be Michael's that I bought this because I didn't pay full price, and I really, really wanted to try it. So I'm thinking I'm going to put some of this over these open spaces here, and then what I might do on these open spaces is use, if you remember, I also bought these in California at Michael's. I might put the stars red, white, and blue along the top and see. So I'm thinking to play with all of that. But I have this one, and then I have another one just like it, and then I have this one that I cut out. So this one is two different pieces that I cut off of that fabric quarter thing. So there's that. I'm thinking I'm going to paint the little squares before I even glue anything down, and see how that goes. But then there's this one. This takes up the whole twinchie. So I need to see if this one's going to work right or not, or I'm going to have to do some fancy trimming. I might need to fussy cut the heart out and just go with that. And then there's this one. This one, I think, yeah, I don't have it on here straight. I'm going on like very little coffee, so I apologize. And if you hear a phone ding, my husband's got his work phone in here while he's outside playing with his new toy. We're not going to talk about his new toy right now. We're just not. But there's that. And then there's that. So that's what I'm going to be playing with here in a little bit while I'm making dinner. And then I have a craft haul, another one. I went to Hobby Lobby. My husband took me while we were in Bullhead because we had to go to Target. And that's where, that is where our Target is at, is in Bullhead City. It's like on the edge of Bullhead. It's like almost to Fort Mojave. But I had seen through the YouTube streets, so through some YouTube friends here that were showing the Hobby Lobby clearance sale. I did not have time to go through the entire store for clearance items. I went right to paper crafting because the stickers, they had stickers. And then I saw buttons, and there was probably other stuff too, but I just, between the fact that it was 101 degrees, I was having hot flashes like no other. And I was just ready to go because my car was also trying to overheat because my husband waited in the car for me. Anyways, so enough of that. But I do have a Hobby Lobby haul. So I have a ton of clearance and a couple of other things that I bought on just the regular 40 and 30% off week. So I'm going to come back later with that video as well. If it's not today, it'll be tomorrow. So with that being said, friends, I'm going to end this portion of the video. And then when I am done with the twinchies, I said I was going to take a picture, but you know what? I'll just come on and do another video and I'll put them together and show you what I did and what I ended up using for my embellishment part of it. So, okay, with that said, I can hear a bunch of commotion outside my bedroom door, so I better go. Love, hugs, and prayers to you all, and I'll see you when these beauties are all done. Okay, friends. Yeah, it's amazing how a night can just change in the blink of an eye, right? So this is all I got done of the twinchies that I wanted to do. I still have 3 to finish up there. These are drying currently, so I can't do anything more with them. I'm not so sure how I feel about how they came out. I really feel like something is missing on these. That's how that glitter paint stuff came out. I'm not so sure about that either. So I think my best bet for these tonight is to just let them dry and walk away from it because, yeah, just a lot of things have changed tonight. So my creativity has kind of taken a trip far, far away. So it is already after 9 o'clock, so I'm probably not going to get the craft haul video from Hobby Lobby tonight. I will try for tomorrow. As of right now, I'll have videos through Sunday. And then next week, I'm going to play it all by ear. And I'll explain that more later. But anyways, there are my twinchies that are semi-done. Like I said, I can't do any more with them because the fabric is still wet. You can feel the glue underneath them. And I was using my trusty Eileen's tacky glue. Not so sure. This is my first time working with fabric on cardstock. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. So maybe I should find chipboard or something like that. Next time I want to do fabric. But I don't know. I think they're cute. I need to figure out what I want. And for some reason, this one's really like splotchy. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to get this video uploaded and think about heading to bed soon. All right. Sending love, hugs, and prayers to you all, and I'll see y'all soon.